Good evening, guys. DeathClock Dave here, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream battle report recap. This evening we had Cory Doyle playing some Retribution versus Jordan Reid playing some shiny new circle after the SID changes had become live.
That's shiny new still.
Yes. So, Cory, what was your pairing this evening? Or I guess you single listed?
No, I had two, so he didn't play that stupid Storm Raptor list with Kruger. So I brought Ravyn, and I told him I wanted to play Ravyn. You can hear me just fine.
The mics are directional.
It's fine. It'll hear me. I talk really loud.
Womp, 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 womp.
I brought Ravyn, but I told Jordan I'd bring Ravyn, and he was nice enough to accommodate by playing a list that would make it a game out of it.
I'm really sorry to whoever has headphones in right now. Your earbuds, your ears must be bleeding. I apologize. They'll be like, who said that? He's so quiet. Who's saying these things?
All right, and Jordan, what was your pairing?
Yeah, my pairing was Baldur1 in Devourer Host and Una 2 in Call of the Wild.
All right, and what did you choose to play?
Baldur1.
All right, and the reason is?
We just were talking about making just matches and having a good game, basically, and it's just been, I don't know, I just want to play more Tharn. I like the Tharn. They're fun.
Tharn are pretty good.
They're Tharny.
And Cory, what was your theme?
Shadows.
Shadows, and what does your theme give?
Shadowy stuff?
Okay.
We went over this and I struggled to remember it earlier. I get takedown, or not takedown, sorry. You get no tough against melee attacks made by my warrior models. Mm-hmm. And then you're removed from play if I choose to, unboxed. But so if you can do something on disabled, you get disabled.
Okay, cool.
And then I get free stuff, and then I get a unit of the Infiltrator melee assassins. I think they're called Infiltrators.
Yes.
Gain ambush, which is actually really relevant and useful.
Yes, it is.
Yes. They got better in the CID.
And they're fast and high def. They have stealth as well?
Speed 7, half-inch melee, so they only threat 10, but they threat 13.5 from the table edge. Yeah. And they're everything in the army stealth except for the caster and jacks.
So they're difficult to deal with.
I brought two mechanics wouldn't be stealth, the list healer isn't stealth, and
yours
my caster and jacks.
Gotcha. Nice.
And the Thane.
The Thane, yeah.
Good stuff. And Jordan, what does your theme give?
Every single thing that can have a corpse, even if it's not a Tharn, gets a corpse. I also get a unit that has ambush, but I didn't have any Bloodweavers, so nothing was an ambush. Okay. I also get free points like everything else for Tharn, and I brought 3 free solos.
All right, good stuff. And
you got 5 free solos. Load of these counts as 3 of his own.
It's true. He takes down jacks and objectives by himself.
There you go. He's pretty good. All right, and so we are scenario 2, which is a standoff. And Jordan, you won the roll and opted to go first. Any particular reason?
Because he is a gunline, but the thing he has a bit different is his gunline is pretty much all advanced deploy. So while most gunlines going second means one less round of shooting for him, his means he gets to run as far up the board as he wants and just keep backing up while shooting and staying very relevant on scenario, especially in this scenario.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, if I gain first turn, I probably just start 13 on, run 12 and 25 on, and pass the halfway mark.
Yeah. You just stay outside.
And if you let me charge you, I charge you and have takedown, which is really rough for your...
Yes. Very, very bad.
All right. So we've got scenario 2, which is standoff. We've got 2 horizontally oriented rectangular zones, which are Warcaster, Warlock, Warjack, Warbeast, Battle Engine. We have 2 circular zones on either flank, which are Warcaster, Warlock units. And then we have 2 objectives, and you guys both chose...
0 equals 0, Dave.
Yes.
Or bondage boost.
There you go.
Bondage.
Here, in case you want to edit it, Dane, I'll give you a spike.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
That was really loud clap.
That was a good one.
My hands
Even my ears are like, oh.
Good times. All right, so here we can see the...
How fast I am.
So fast.
You're eating.
Oh, it's because there's food. I'm always fast when there's food.
All right, so on the board for terrain, at the bottom right, we have a house. To the left of that, we have a forest. Above that, in the middle of the table, we have another house. To the left of that, we have a trench. Above and to the left of that, a bit, we have some water. Above that, we have a wall. To the right of that, we have a forest. To the far right of that, we have rubble, which is cover and rough terrain if you're fully in. Below that, we have a hill, and I think that is everything. Haven't missed anything? All right, Jordan, how are you setting up here?
Pretty much equal. I had Ravagers on each side. Baldur kind of down the middle. He wanted that hill. I was fearful of the assassination, actually, just because you have a bit of... you can still kill Baldur, so I thought if I can't block on a site, if I can be in cover and on a hill, that makes you hitting me, even with your feet, a lot harder.
Yeah, your 14 goes to 16, goes to 20.
Goes to 20, which means for a turn I'm very much harder to kill. And then after that, I'm not.
I thought this up. I didn't know.
Corey, your meager pre-deploy? Or
my deployment, I have... so the blue guys are mechanics and a list healer. Mm-hmm. The red model is the Fey Knight attachment that has guard dog. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Dustin. I have the two jacks, which are the ones with the...
Daemons.
Daemons, the Hellmouth gun, which isn't quite Hellmouth, but really close. And then I have the Spears of Ithra. I think it's Spears of Ithra. Dustin, what are they?
Spears of Scyrah.
Spears of Scyrah. I'm going to be really bad with names all day.
Spears of Skyrim.
Give me both. Give me both.
All right. And Jordan, how have you set up your AD here?
I kind of was trying to get... Honestly, I didn't know what I could take with this because his stuff has stealth. The only thing I can really, until we start getting closer, is go after his jacks. I kind of was going to use these girls more to tie things up just because I didn't think I was going to get a ton of work out of them just with how much stealth you have. And I didn't really want to pray the units because then you just run one away and I never get at it. Unless I change it after, but then still, it's kind of...
So I advanced to play. My mage hunters split up because your army split up and my army's basically mage hunters.
Yes.
And then I eat a sandwich.
You do eat a sandwich.
And which one has the Eris on it?
The bottom unit.
The bottom
has Eris.
Okay. And the other one is the regular command attack.
Which in hindsight I think may have been a mistake. And I think when I made it, I just wanted to see if she was any good.
I think double. I think we talked about this, and I think double commander is better. And then so I also put Lord of the Feast right up center because it turns out he scares the world.
Nope. Dumb people that don't know what he does aren't scared.
No. I don't think he's going to kill. I think in 3-4 months he's not going to kill any casters anymore.
Sure. But that's in 3-4 months.
And Corey, you've got a unit of infiltrators in ambush, right?
I did hold a unit of the melee unit out in ambush.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Which is why Eris is with these. I wanted to test Eris, but I didn't want to give up ambush.
Yep.
I think she's actually viable with them, but giving up ambush makes her not wanted in the thing. It's a really awkward situation because I think with that unit she's good. Because she can charge what master, do all her stuff, and then still shoot.
Yeah. I like them. No, it's just it is awkward because if you don't give them ambush, they actually don't advance deploy unless Iris is on them. So it's like...
But with advanced deploy, they're still on the board and easily to stop, right? At least ambushing, they have a 13-inch bubble where they can get on and into the fight.
Yep.
And not be worried about blast damage or collateral or...
Yep. Very true.
I'd be curious. Maybe one day we'll try it where I just deploy them and use Eris.
I think they're way better. I think they gave this list some actual hitting power because they can combo strike up to POW 14 with gangs.
Yeah, with gang. You know gang gives you +2 to hit also?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So you're like Mat, like 8 or 9?
Mat 6 goes to Mat 8.
Yeah, it turns out Mat 8, POW 14's
ambushing Mat 8.
That seems good.
Good.
Yeah. If only they were stealth and high defense as well.
And if only they had blast.
They're only down 14.
No.
They only have this. So my turn starts. We're going here. I am putting out a proxy forest in case I have to protect my caster because it turns out that if I go second, I also put myself a little bit farther to the left side because that's with Iris, so they don't have the mini feet that can see through things, which means that I wanted Baldur kind of going that direction because I felt safer having him have to face off against that unit.
Could I have hit you?
Yes.
I think I could have, right? Like, had you moved up on like the 5 you did?
I couldn't move up. You couldn't. You threw at 22 inches off of, so 16, 22, 38, so 10 inches. So if I walk up 3 inches, you can hit me. Yes.
I really made a mistake not bringing them.
Yes, because you can.
Because I got to feed you turn 1 and like put damage on your beast.
Yes.
Note to self: play this game more aggressively.
Possibly, yes. So
in my defense, this is my first time playing Shadows and my first time playing Ravyn.
Yep. So this is...
And your first time playing Baldur1.
Yes, there's going to be... I need to stick with wanting to go. So I start off with pretty simple stuff. The plot walks up and gives Lord of the Feast 3... puts him up to 3 corpses because he wants to be arm 19. The Ravagers kind of move up a bit. So again?
Lord of the Feast can get to 5
No, he can
corpses?
get 3.
Just 3?
He gets 3, yeah. I also move up... I do put one of my Ravagers up close enough to be within range of you for shooting, even without snipe, and I just give a couple vengeance targets. I move up my Bloodtrackers and stay out of walk and shoot range them. We're measuring for the Hellmouth, and then I have stealth, so it doesn't matter. So that was silly of me. Beasts just move up. Beasts just move up.
I do have locomotion.
You do have low motion.
So 13 is my threat.
True, but for the most part, I just stay outside of the Mage Hunter Strike Force just so you don't get any shots. The other Ravager buff, I think I move one of the Ravagers up to give you a target to try and shoot at as well, just because trying to get you to proc Vengeance. I know you're probably not going to give me charge targets, but it means if I can run guys up just to engage and be in the way, it means you have to think a little bit more and you can't come quite as far at me as you'd like to.
That's a good call, because I don't think well.
I don't think well either. Come on, we made nipple jokes.
Cory, I think I saw you flail intellectually a bit on this one.
Oh, I 100% flail intellectually on this turn. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for bringing up like one dude's comment on the internet to validate it.
I don't know, flailing intellectually.
So I'll go through my turn here. My process right now is that Lord of the Feast is a problem, but he's outside of threat. I don't want to give you too much. I do my spiel wishing you good luck and bullshit, because that's all part of it, but I don't do it. Take it seriously. Because I don't mean good luck. I don't mean it.
I know.
You wish I did, but I don't. So I'm going to put countermeasures up. I don't know which side, probably against your little spear chucker.
So they can't throw at you or anything, yeah.
Yes, whatever they're called.
Bloodtrackers.
There we go. Which is, I think countermeasures was a good addition to Ravyn. I'm pretty happy that I have a stealth unit that you just can't shoot.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah, Dave, enjoy your e-leaping bullcrap with Nemo.
Yeah, that's great.
Still hate you. So I think I dirtle, because that's what I do in life. I dirtle.
We both put our 4-inch AoEs down.
Yep, I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put a Veil of Mist to just block LOS, because I think Veil of Mist is cool, and I want to. So when I learn a new caster, I want to cast all the spells. I want to see what's viable, what's not viable. I want to see situations where I can use it and not use it.
We didn't change it at all.
Yeah.
What did we change?
Nothing. We didn't change turns or anything.
Dustin
changing it.
did he? 1B.
Yay, thanks, Dustin.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you guys? Dustin was on the ball.
Because last I heard, you're like, Jordan, make sure you change this.
So I think I'm deciding whether I'm going to kill stuff. I think I realized that I can kill the front guy you gave me, and your back guy can barely vengeance to where he is.
Yeah.
So I opt to just take it.
Yep.
Then I carefully make sure that you can't just walk up and kill me by charging.
Yeah. I know you can still combine to kill them actually quite. Turns out armor 15 really isn't that great when it's armor 15. So.
Correct. But again, we're first time playing new armies. Yeah. It's going to take time.
Yep, I didn't put up. The thing is, I didn't put up. Besides one turn, I didn't put up Stone Skin because everything in your army is blessed. So
yeah, I pretty much ignore it.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
And you don't ignore the minus defense part. So
well, that's handy.
Yes, I didn't want to help you that much.
Handy. I'll keep that in mind.
So
that's horrible.
Yes, I know.
I'm slower, and you don't get it. That's can you remember to?
You'd be like, you're like, haha, thanks for helping, bud.
So I think I walk out and I dump one combined into you and realize that your hyper aggressive actually helps because I only do a 3-man.
Yeah.
So dice up 2, and I think I do 3, and then you heal back 2, and I'm like, well, screw that. So I just pump the remainder of the shots in.
Yep.
Hope to roll not snakes.
Yep.
Kill the one, give you vengeance, and I'm going to do the same on the bottom, except for I realize I can just shoot Ghetorix with snipe.
Yes.
Not Ghetorix, sorry.
Megalith.
Megalith.
Yep.
So I'm just going to walk up, do some math, and then realize just dump one big shot into Megalith and Eris.
Yep.
And hope to spike, because that's how we win games.
Yeah.
It's the only way to win games when you're bad like me.
Oh, I spiked in this game. Lots of spikes.
Some years didn't matter, though.
Yeah.
See, one of the things I like about dice is that you have to take into account that sometimes when you see 665 and the guy needed a 6, and he rolls a 17, it doesn't matter.
But you do a good chunk to Megalith. You put in.
I put in 8, I think, on the shot, the combined shot at dice +1,
and then 4.
And then Eris does like 4. No, yeah, 4. I rolled a 13.
So you did 12 to him altogether.
So Eris, I do what, a third of his life?
A third of his life, yeah.
Which if I just keep on him for the game, I'm probably gonna do okay. And then all I want to do is make sure that I can't add Lord of the Feast this turn. And I had some stuff going on in my mind where Veil of Mist, I haven't learned the spell yet. So my intent here is to like be able to put force on the wall. So if you hide on the other side of the house that I'm pointing at right now, that house I'm pointing at,
people can see
the one in the middle of the board.
Yes.
If you hide behind that, I can just kill you. Is my thought.
But and if we are wrong, please.
Oh no, I've read the card a couple times. The way we played it is most likely the right way.
Yep.
Veil of Mist does not allow you to ignore the obstruction you're covering. It just allows you to walk through it.
And
it doesn't say objects in the. You don't ignore objects under the cloud. You ignore the cloud.
Yes. So it's a cloud to everything except you. Basically.
I agree with the way you read it.
So this turn is definitely feat turn because now everything's in range of shooting, and I like when everything has cover. And
I wouldn't have feated.
True. We went back on that. We did not feat.
I would have feated if I were you.
Yes, I would have.
Because it made it harder for the game.
Yes.
And you should have just let me win.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Turns out we discovered that when you have a feat that requires the other person to take their time to measure it every time, it becomes a very hard thing to do.
It's a throwback to like the old Mark 1, Mark 2s. Like I think it's one of the last. Like there's not.
Wormwood's the only other one.
In Hospital Ground is going away a ton.
Yeah.
Like in Hospital Ground used to be everywhere. It's not as common as it used to be. I think it's that interaction. Once you see it, it's just.
Yep.
I don't know. I think if I not dirtled thinking about Lord of the Feast, I wouldn't have been a huge time killer.
Yeah, I end up with this turn getting very aggressive with Lord of the Feast just because I feel like I can protect him, and he's on 3 corpses, so he's armed 19. You have to commit some. Basically, I wanted you to either make you commit that entire unit to walk into my forest and take one big combine, but then I've got Ravagers sitting right there you're not dealing with Ravagers basically.
Do I look stupid?
No, but
I'd go cross-eyed and like say it really dumb but I can't go cross-eyed.
Oh, like you can't?
No,
I can't either really. So, but yeah, Lord of the Feast goes up behind the building just because I want to threaten with it. I didn't think you'd actually ever give me a chance to kill your caster. I just wanted to make you think, and I was actually going to have him go after the objective, or the objective and whatever you gave me that was around the objective actually. So there's us putting forests on top of clouds because ominous, scary forests. So Baldur's moved up. He's feated. The pot passes out more corpses, and we just run up. I can't really get any damage on anything, so I think I run a couple. I'm measuring it now to see if I can get within range and out of countermeasures to hit Narn. That was Narn?
Yeah. And
I can't without him being in cover, so it's just one of those things where it's like it's not worth passing the prey over to him to get 1 or 2 shots while you're in cover. So we just run the Bloodtrackers. I think I put a couple into your units just to tie up. The rest run up, stay in the forest. I try and stay 11 or 13 inches away, I think, from the jacks. No, I give you... Yeah, this is us measuring it. So I just run them up, try and space spread out, hoping that jack doesn't kill the world, because Hellmouth is the scariest spell in the world. You're shot, but...
Yeah, 2-inch Hellmouth is actually really cool in a gun.
Oh, it's really scary.
I really wanted to try it.
It's really scary.
That's the reason I put 2 demons in. I was hoping I was able to, like... get a couple of shots off with demons and test it out, especially like a snipe caster that feeds for extra bonus to hit. Yeah. I don't know if I'd bring demons in a list with her. But what?
Demons.
I'm going to call them demons for days. They're demons.
You call them whatever you want. So yeah, I just am moving up aggressively against Doyle. You call them whatever you want.
Pinky in the brain.
Yes. Oh, I love that show. I love that show. So... we're just making sure we have the solo within the range of the Tharn. Yeah. Best radio ever. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. We told you the shows we like while talking about a game. So we move up the solo, the Ravager Shaman, to just be within range of the rest of the Ravagers, just because not all of them are within solid ground, which I have up at the moment, and just to apply the tough knockdown. I am expecting you to bring in your dudes exactly where you put them.
Yep.
Very much expecting you to do that. So, so on to you, I guess.
Yeah, well, I go into the tank a ton because, like, again, the feat's frustrating. Or, like, I hate the fact that for my entirety of my turn, I have to plan out with only using 2 proxy bases whether models can reach places and kill things. So I pondered it for a long time. Lord of the Feast is also a problem because how do you kill a model that you can't? You armor 19. I can't shoot you to death.
You like
I could dump a big POW 21 in and count on you not toughing or me rolling 7 and the 7 damage I need.
Yeah.
Or I could pump 2 of them in you and commit my entire effective army to trying to kill you.
Yeah. Which at that point is just.
Good thing he's not free. Wait a second,
Dave.
I don't think there's a problem with Lord of the Feast. I don't. I think the problem is finding ways to deal with Lord of the Feast. And I haven't if I drop Ostrom, who I have 100 games in with, I don't have an issue with Lord of the Feast. He's not going to tank a heavy. I'm going to go up in flak field and then just make a couple of melee attacks on him and hopefully kill him. And if not, he's stuck with one of my jacks and he has to shoot to port away. Oh no. And he can't kill Ostrom on feature, and I camp 2.
No.
And then he gives me Lord of the Feast, and I take 5 damage, and I'm like, okay, well, now I kill you. I'm okay with that.
Game.
Well, I spent 10 minutes talking about Lord of the Feast here. I've got lots of time.
It's true, you do.
I do have 3. I literally spent... My clock went down to 18 minutes at the end of this turn. Spoiler. I went into the tank a long time. Because, again, I'm trying to learn a new army with a ton of new rules. We had to pause and talk about...
Veil of Mist.
Veil of Mist, because, again, I misread that interaction.
It's so good. By the end of it, too, I was down low on clock, too, just because I didn't
I'm great working low clock.
Yeah.
I can think fast when I don't care. Or the problem is I don't want to make a misplay early in the game and then do nothing with it. Which I end up doing part of anyways, right? So I realized before I even start the turn that I'm going to do work on the top. I'm going to kill 3 of your Ravagers. I'm going to kill a couple or few of your Spirit Trickers. And you gave me Nuala, so I'm going to take Nuala. I'm going to focus on my jacks. I'm going to walk up. I'm going to attempt to shoot things with my jacks. Because, Veil of Mist lets me see through that building, right? Oh, wait.
No.
But it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Good try, though. Good try.
Oh.
That'd be a funny thing to see you walk and be like, guys, where'd the center of this building go? It's just gone.
The weirdest thing.
What? Poof, it's back. What the shit? So, but yeah, still in the think tank on this, I think. Trying to figure out.
So the problem is, I know you have Overtaken, I know you have Berserk, but you have to pay a corpse to do it. So almost better Berserk. So I'm measuring 5 for stealth through the building.
Because we're still trying to figure this interaction out. Sorry, everybody, it took us a long time.
Because honestly, so here's the thing. I realize I have 4 shield guards. I can give you a nice juicy target near my caster, and then shield guard it off, and then draw Lord of the Feast and just trade for him. But I don't want to do some weird jank gotcha move. I want to legit just kill Lord of the Feast and learn how to do it with the army. Because I'm really good at stupid jank moves to bait people into it. I can do that for days. But I want to learn, can I just kill Lord of the Feast? If I have a Scyrah, I just kill you. Because I feat and ignore stealth and mini feat with the 2 units of Mage Hunters, and I just back up and kill you.
Yep.
I'm willing to concede a point for your zone. I don't really have a solo I want to throw away. So I'm willing to concede a point and go 1-1. I don't think it's going to, long term, if I play smart, it won't cost me the game.
Yep.
I'm now measuring to see if I can charge my Mage Hunter Assassin at you. Spoiler alert. I can't see through your forest with my range. We also discussed whether I would gain Pathfinder back, and your feat prevents me from gaining back Pathfinder.
Yes, good interaction. No, is his feat says you may never have it. So it's never, you don't lose it, you just don't ever have it, ever. So, good thing to get around. If you want to get around Baldur's feat, do you know what does get around it? Ghostly or flying.
Yep.
Those are 2 things that would get around.
Effectively Pathfinder without the Pathfinder rules.
Yes.
Yes, Harpies would be great.
Harpies
would be fight? Yep, Harpies would be good. Harpies would be good. Another interaction we talked about is too is you running to engage me doesn't get rid of my cover. I just straight up.
Yeah, because it's covered, not dug in.
Yeah, it's not dug in.
I'm aware.
Oh no. We just were talking about this.
So I went in the tank long enough. I'm just deciding what to charge. As I'm prepping charges, I realize I need to kill the Ravager at the top right to be able to get multiple models onto the solo that can't be knocked down.
Yep.
Or is he an attachment?
He is a solo.
Yep. So I really want to take the solo out. I think it's important. I don't want Ravyn to live. So I'm just going to back Ravyn up, put her in a trench, and move everything away from her that you can shoot.
Yep.
Lord of the Feast is sort of countable with my army because a lot of it's stealth.
Yep.
So I've only got to worry about like 3 models, which are my mechanics, the shield guard guy, and my jacks.
Yep.
So 3 model types. And the list healer, who you're going to see I just get rid of because in this game she's absolutely pointless.
I have no knockdowns.
You don't have much knockdown. I don't have any tough.
Yep.
And she's in it for a different purpose. She's in it so I can run up and take corpses or souls. Because she prevents soul collection and dying.
Yes.
So like she's there for like Menoth. She's there for like some of the drops that are in this game. She's could run to contest your zone, I guess.
But that's about it.
That's all she would have done. And we're just here for testing a list out, so I don't really care.
Yep. So
again, we spent another 2 minutes measuring control areas and whether I can charge a model.
Yeah.
Love feats that interact this way.
Yes, right. It's a very
the bonus is in a tournament. I just call it judge.
And get to like how
can I make this charge?
Yeah. And they would do
right?
it all the time.
They'll do all the precise because you want to spend time being precise. And at a tournament, hypothetically something big like the WTC or even your local one, you want to play a clean, precise game.
Yeah.
You want everyone to interact and have fun while doing it. So to waste 10 minutes of my clock to make sure I'm utilizing your feet properly and not rip you off is sort of unfair to me.
Yep.
But to then be like, I want to be quick is unfair to you.
So would it be good to
on the iffy ones, you just call a judge. Be like, Judge, will this charge make it? Will this charge not? Okay, thanks. Do you mind waiting? I have 3 or 4 more.
Yep. Can you do things like ask them to put out token, like a try and create a bit?
Yeah, it's completely up on you.
Yeah.
Like your opponent will be like, no, I don't want to. I don't like seeing tokens in play.
Okay.
Right? Like I personally don't like seeing a bunch of stuff on the board.
Yeah.
I know I leave stuff, but like I try to pull it off the side.
Yep.
I don't mind wasting clock doing it because we don't waste a ton of time. But like if this was Warmachine Weekend or Iron Gauntlet, I'd probably ask for a judge call on some of the charges.
Yep. So you start going here, you get first blood on this turn.
I got first blood last turn. I move up and I think the Mage Hunter Assassin kills Nuala.
Yes, you do.
So I hit the 7.
You hit the 7, yes you did.
For days. I hit that all day.
I was actually I kind of put her up there as hoping you'd bank on a 7, but so you go after.
If I didn't, I would have moved the Mage Hunters up.
Oh yeah, you would have. Yes.
She had to die. She gives you repo. She gives you the ability to swap prey.
Yes.
Which means your next turn you can just swap prey and kill off my Mage Hunter Assassins.
Yes.
I need them to not die.
Yep.
Spoiler alert: models dying is bad.
Yes, this is good. Having models means you can contest.
I put the first 3 men into your dude, and he lives. So I pump the remaining 9 shots or 6 shots or 7 shots in your dude, and I roll snake eyes.
Yes.
It's good times, but it's okay because dice always come back.
They do. So
I charge and I get 1 onto your dude.
Yep.
Then I screw up and forget they have gang.
You still hit everything, so it didn't even matter. You were still rolling POW 14s.
7s for days. POW 12s.
So we're just measuring here to make sure one of your guys he can get in. He just can't. He were trying to get in on the
Chieftain.
On the Chieftain, and I don't think with the feet couldn't quite get there. So I think pretty much everything you charge dies.
I hit with everything, and I kill all 3.
Yes, you do. So
I want to get deeper. If I kill that one model, I can get a bit deeper. I think I take 1 more off.
No.
But is what it is.
Yep. So
can't complain. I only need 5s though. On all but the 1 attack. So the 2 important attacks this turn, the D7s both hit them.
Yeah.
So I kill Nuala and I kill the can't be knocked down dude.
Yep.
Which I guess with all my melee attacks isn't important.
Yeah.
But with my gun attacks it is.
So.
And then I completely just turtled this turn. I looked over and saw I had 22 minutes on clock.
Yeah.
And I just got to go and get done. So I sort of run, spread out. I don't need to contest the zone. So I spread everything out. I accidentally moved Narn and because they're not painted. So I accidentally activated everything in 1 shot in a panic just to get it done and out of the way.
So
and I'm still confused at this point as to what to do with Lord of the Feast.
Yeah. So at this point you've so this is me making vengeance stacks. You
missed all 3.
Yeah. I don't get. I need 1, 6, and 7s. Miss them all, but happens. What do you do? So This turn, I see that I can probably kill the objective in the top. I can score my zone and the bottom zone, and then just contest. So my goal this turn is to get 3. I make one mistake in this. The forest that I leave there, it's there for a little bit as I'm doing things, but I actually had decided prior that I wasn't going to upkeep it. Later as the turn goes on, I realized I just should have kept it there. It was actually in a very fine spot for Baldur, and it means I can do more things, spend more fury on other things and not be worried about dying as much. So it does become a bit impactful later on because I don't get as much use out of my beasts. I get to position them in better places. So this turn, the Ravagers, I think the first thing I do is the Ravagers on the bottom go, and I just need to get all these Ravagers in the zone so I can score it, and I think while I'm doing it, I might as well try and kill as many of these Mage Hunter Strike Forces as I possibly can.
Which is the option I was going to give you. I didn't mind if you committed to putting everything in the zone, that unit only getting 2 or 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I put Eris up front because I don't really think she's... I'm not huge on having her in this list. I think I'm better off with the commander.
Yep.
So then she's a Dutch 16 model you either miss or you have to boost to kill.
Yep. And so the first one goes, he hits his charge, he kills the first, misses his attack on Iris. The second one goes, hits his charge, gets 2 corpses, moves over to Iris, buys, and then boosts and hits her and puts her in the dirt. And then I make one more attack on another one and miss. But we've killed Iris. We've got the zone. That's kind of what we're hoping for. So what do we do next? I think we have the Bloodweaver solo. I know you have countermeasure up, which I don't like. So she has changed in the last CID, and she got 3 different attack types. One being Dispel, so I actually walk over and hit one of the models from the Mage Hunter Strike Force unit, dropping countermeasure, so now I can actually make shots with my trackers. She goes over and takes a swing on the Mage Hunter Assassin, misses, but so far it's done what it's done. The next is the Tharn Ravager, or White Mane, charges up, kills that solo, and just goes back to 3 corpses, just clearing the way basically for other things to move up. I think, yeah. Then I get my Bloodtrackers move up. They stay out of 2 inches of that one spear in the bottom in both zones. The one jack, the higher of the 2 jacks, is my prey target that I had chosen at the beginning of the game. So they're going to go after him, and after thinking about the math, with the Ravager or the Tharn White Mane there, that gives veteran leader, and their prey being there, they're rat 9. So even behind a wall, I need 7s to hit. So we just start hucking spears. I think I missed the first 2, but I hit all the rest, and I think I put maybe like
the first, missed 2, then the rest.
Yeah.
You left me on 9 boxes.
9 boxes.
Tripling nothing.
Yeah, nothing. So, which wasn't great, but Lord of the Feast had plans to go in there and hopefully finish that guy off. So, I think the next thing I do is the Ravagers, or do I get Lord of the Feast? Or no, do I put Stone Strength on Lord of the Feast? I think I put Stone Strength on Lord of the Feast.
Stone Skin.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names.
Stone Skin.
Stone Skin, Stone Skin, Stone Skin.
So you move up and put Stone Skin on Lord of the Feast?
Yes.
That's plus 2 armor, correct?
That's plus 2 armor, plus 2 strength, minus 1 speed, and minus 1 armor. Or minus 1 defense.
Is that why you walked 6.7?
Yes, true. No, I walked 1 inch too far. My only goal was just to get into that objective, because
you only had to walk 3.
Yeah. So, so at this point, I do feel a little bit exposed. I'm a little worried about the unit at the top, or both units getting into Baldur. I don't really want to die. So we're just thinking what we can do. But anyway, Lord of the Feast goes. He walks up, shoots the objective, ports behind the objective, and starts going to town on those jacks. I think I do a good amount of damage with the... I think my first attack on the objective does 8.
Yep, 6 and 2.
Yeah. And then we just go to town. We start killing that. I think in 2 swings I kill that jack, and then the rest we just buy on the other one. We don't cripple... I think all we cripple is movement. I think it's just movement.
Yeah, movement.
So we don't take anything out that's important, which is sad because of grievous wounds, but what do you do? So Megalith, because Megalith is awesome for having Geomancy, tramples up next to that building while still having a line of sight to that objective. And my goal here is just to create a wall of beasts to cover that one side for Baldur. We crank the damage on a Geomancy or spikes onto the objective and take it out and do nothing to the other two. I think the next is we go with the unit of Tharn at the bottom. They just move up, get in position, trying to get as many kills as possible. I've kind of got some veteran leader. Oh no, that's the corpse dude going there. The other thing I think I forgot to do is I think one or two of my turns I forgot to move up my pot, which I think it should have just been moving the entire time. I kind of let it get too far behind everything. So to continue this wall of beasts, I run I put what's this animus called again?
Spiny growth.
Spiny growth. He puts spiny growth on himself and tramples up beside Megalith just to create a wall. The Ravagers go, and we just start trying to take out as many of these guys as we possibly can. That flank felt like I was going to lose it pretty bad, so. This is why I wish I'd kept the force down, because I really wish I could have had Ghetorix going up to the top zone to help support everything, but I just felt too exposed and like I was gonna die to everything really. So it was scary for a little bit there. You have as much assassination potential. What's his what?
Ghetorix is Matt.
He's Matt 7, but he can warp for Murderous
to boost it against warrior models.
So he would just go and start killing stuff. He also has snacking, so hopefully he can start snacking and rapid healing. So
and Berserk overtake?
Not overtake with him. He just would take he just kill as many as he could. So Ravagers don't do as much as I'd like. They kill a few of I think I leave you with five of the
I think so.
Of the assassin dudes.
Eliminators.
So
Eliminators?
Infiltrators. So that's the end of my turn. I score 3 points at the end of that turn.
Our local rep player must be really upset right now. You score up to 3. You score 2. You score the and the flag.
Scores 4-1 now.
Yeah, because you got the objective. You scored 2 and you got the objective.
Yeah. So
because you actually scored the objective when you kill it.
Yes, I do. So, all right. So
I'm going to play with Ravyn, which is why the reason I want to play with Ravyn. I just want to see if she was actually any good. Turns out she's got a lot of shit on her card.
Holy shit, she can do a lot of damage to things.
Yeah, well, she has quick work. So if I kill her in melee, she has Thresher.
Yes.
So you can charge and Thresher. And then when she kills something in melee, she can then take a ranged attack because she has quick work. And she has dual attack.
So she can do it while in melee.
She can do it while engaged. Yes. So you can, and then she has Swift Hunter, so she can move 2, and then she can make more melee attacks, and then she can still make her initial ranged attack. So she can actually Swift Hunter might only be on your initials.
What?
Swift Hunter might only be on your initials. I never actually read Swift Hunter.
No, I think Swift Hunter is that because Death Hunt
the ones from Legion,
the
right?
Legion ones would shoot, move.
Even on little 2's feet, right?
Yes.
So if it works that way, she can charge, kill something, shoot something, move 2, shoot something else, move 2 more because she has a basic ranged attack also.
Yes.
Then she can move 2 more. Then after she does the second kill, she can then buy a melee attack, kill, move again.
Oh, she can do.
And then at the end of it all, she makes her last melee attack. She can then sprint.
Yep.
Yeah, basic range attack and melee up to the attack. Which can also be AoEs.
Yeah, you spend 1, I think, to
power 12 blast damage rolls.
Bleh.
Yeah, no, look, the back of the card's full. Yeah, it's really good. Turns out that stuff's good when you know how to play. Turns out I don't know how to play.
I think you killed 2 Ravagers and the UA.
I killed yep, because I learned rules. But again, this is my first time ever using Ravyn. So I got 3 shots at you out of it.
Yeah, you missed one of the shots, I think, but you charged, Thresher, missed one, hit the other, killed it, took a shot at something, then killed the other one, took a shot at another thing.
Then, I charged, killed, took a shot, took my base shot, killed the other one, took my extra shot.
Yes.
And then I Swift Huntered, and then I
sprinted.
Sprinted.
So you can go really far with her.
So I got 8 inches further after I killed the...
I think she can end games fairly
DUA.
easy.
And then she's still 15, 16. And then I bring the War Dog, also known as a Guardian?
Fade Knight Guardian.
Yeah.
Fade Knight Guardian? I think that's right.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, Dustin. Then this is like, I'm just trying to learn stuff, and then I make a ton of mistakes, so it's all good. I walk up to shoot you with a Daemon, and you countercharge.
which was my only saving grace on those guys. So
You don't countercharge, this game's over.
yes. Yeah, because you have to put
I
them in the
don't
zone.
think you ever get back to the zone, right? I score 2. And if I can score 2 and contest your zone, you only score nothing. So now I'm back in the game at 4-3. And then your turn, you'll score the bottom zone, and you'll score your zone because I'll let you clear it easily. But then I'll still maybe score my zone. Even if you score a couple, I still get easily back into the game because I easily clear mine. I can easily start contesting clearing the center. You only have 3 models in it. So I have to kill 3 more models and you can't score that bottom zone. And I will have killed all of the blood pack had I got the shot off.
Yep.
So if I kill that blood pack with that shot, that's in my mind, I think over the next 3 turns, the game slowly ends poorly.
Yeah, it'd be
You've got 2 beasts in your caster
you
against all those little green dudes.
Yeah, but well, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what happens there.
We'll talk about it after the camera's on.
Yeah. So but we
So I go and I kill the 3.
you kill
3 of the Ravagers, leaving just 1.
Yes.
Who doesn't have a mini feed, can't get my stuff. Realizing I forgot to contest your zone, that's pretty much game.
Yeah, because all I have to do is clear 1 model from the bottom, contest your top zone. I score 2. I go up to
Well, you score 1 in your turn, it goes to 5-1.
Yeah, or 5-2. It goes to 5-2 because
5-2 because I score mine. Then you just have to kill the 1 model I left in that zone.
Yeah. So move to there. Yeah.
So theoretically, if I kill all this, you have to put Ghetorix up that way. You just have the space.
Oh yeah.
And then I just have to run 1 model to your zone. Then Baldur goes to contest these 2 zones, and Ravyn just kills Baldur.
No, Baldur sticks around here. The rest of anyway.
Then you're not contesting my zone.
Megalith still can come up.
Well, that's what I mean. Sorry, I said Baldur, I meant Megalith. Megalith comes up, and I just want around Megalith.
Oh yes, if you kill Megalith, yes.
And then I don't think you have anything to contest the bottom zone and my zone, and I slowly just fight back into that game. Well, Ghetorix takes 3 turns to eat a bunch of green dudes. Because they just keep feeding 2 or 3 a turn, and you get to snack and heal everything they do for damage.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever actually kill Ghetorix.
Nope. Never. Never. I avoid him like the plague.
Yeah.
And then Baldur, I think Baldur has to avoid Ravyn.
Ravyn has to avoid Ravyn has to avoid that forest in the bottom.
Correct, because you can teleport to it.
Yes, I can. That's how that turns into.
Why do you think Ravyn's way down here on the left?
Yeah.
Because she knows she has to avoid the forest.
Yeah, that's why I think not having that forest there would have been better, because if Ghetorix could have been around there for next turns, it means this turn going on, if you had come in, he can then start.
Oh, for sure. Ghetorix up top.
That was my mistake. In the long term, as I pointed there, Ghetorix, I would have rather had him run over towards that direction and just be in that zone and still be a model that has to be with 2-inch melee. It's hard to get past him, but
Yep. My losing point was that I lost sight of like the game. I wasn't focused on playing. I'd rather make dick jokes. I'm still tired from the last weekend.
Which you did amazing at, by the way. Don't let the internet tell you any different.
I don't really care about the internet.
They don't care either.
That's
why we put things on the internet. Because we don't care about the internet.
I was number 2. The internet can be number fuck off.
It's true.
Except if they're wonderful people and I like the internet. You can Monday morning quarterback any game you want. You weren't there. Lots of stuff happens.
It's true. I was excited to see you make it to the final table. So
I was not.
No,
it was tiresome. I was so hungover. I drank so much alcohol,
which is even more impressive.
We actually drank the bar. Oh man, when I played Charles, he could barely talk, and there was a bet the night before for some money with a player, and we drank till like 2 a.m. before the Saturday, and then we went on the Saturday, and like I went down to 7 to finish off the Champions event, and then I went back to my suite about 3. I went back to the hotel room, slept for like an hour, but like you're getting ready for the invitational, like nerves and stuff kick in, so you wake up. I couldn't fall asleep, toss and turn. I'm like, screw it, I'll shower and get up and go play. I showered, got up, went and had something to eat. Grab 2 more apple ciders from the bar. Yep. Because that's the cure for everything.
Cut through that hangover.
Had a couple apple ciders, went down, and I sat down for my game against I played Andrew the first game, and great game. Had a lot of fun. He made one mistake, and I was able to capitalize and close the game up pretty quickly. Round 2, my opponent just made a kill box mistake, which I feel bad for because the problem is the tables were 59 and 3/4, and they didn't have fat mats on some of the tables. So we were playing on like this green felt, and we didn't mark where the edge of the board was. So we talked about the fact that his deployment, which is 9 inches, was 9 inches from the center zone. And I'm like, just measure everything back, like kill box and stuff in the center zone, like 11 inches, or the box is, the zone is 18 inches from the table edge. So just measure minus 18. And he accidentally kill boxed, and that was against Gordon on title belts. Like, I'm able to just walk out and feed everything out of the zones. Yeah. I'm like, I scored 3 and you kill box for 2. So I feel bad. That game ended poorly. So I had to drink away my sadness over the end of that game. So we stayed up and drank till 3 in the morning playing Ship Captain Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an amazing game.
Yes, it is.
Then I woke up at 8. I stayed with Chris Dancox, who, by the way, is an amazing gentleman. Never tried to molest me at all while I slept. It was nice. I felt really safe. That's what I thought last time. But now that I said my inappropriateness for this match, he's a super nice guy. One of my favorite Warmachine players. Like him, and I handled with Sung Soo was really nice. Like, I really like Sung Soo. Matt McWaters is there. Charles Sung. All the Canadian guys are great. All the American guys I met were awesome. This is probably my favorite con I've ever gone to.
Nice.
It was also Carl's last year running Warmachine Weekend. Someone else is stepping in next year, hopefully. So like getting to see Carl his last one was great. Like, he's such a nice guy. One of the pillars of that community. But so we get there at 8:30, and I think Charles rolls down at probably 5 to 9, and he can't talk. He's lost his voice. He looks like death, and I'm like, well, I might have a chance because Charles looks like he's gonna die. So he might die mid-game, and then I win, and I lose a friend, but at least I win. And we have the worst of worst matches. We played Ostrom into Ostrom.
Yeah, I remember you messaging me about that. I'm like, that's going to be the worst thing you've ever played. Especially, you didn't say you're hungover, but yeah, I'm just like, it's not going to be fun at all. It's not going to be fun at all.
We were so bad. He was worse than me. I'd actually managed to get to bed at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I think he stayed up till way past me.
Oh, jeez.
And then I could hear them when they came back to the rooms. I think their room was right beside mine. I'd actually hear them through the door talking because we had one of those adjoining doors.
Yeah.
So I could hear them in the room talking to like, I think they were talking at 4:30 in the morning still when I woke up to go pee. Because for those that don't know, as soon as you turn 40, and I'm well into my 40s, you need to pee 12 times a night. I don't know what it is. I could not drink all day and be dying of dehydration. I'll wake up to pee 12 times in a night.
The things I get to look forward to. Yes.
Only if you get old.
It's true.
There are alternatives to getting old. Stay young.
Stay young forever. Stay young forever. That's what you've learned here tonight, folks. Stay young forever.
Then I got a great token. There's an amazing picture that Zosha sent me.
Yeah.
So someone made these tokens for Charles Sung, and he handed it out to a bunch of Merc players. And the ones that the other Merc players got were, "You're lucky I'm not as good a player as Charles Sung." And then Charles Sung had tokens that said, "Charles Sung lets you win." So after winning the game, he actually handed it to me, which is amazing because like Charles and I are buddies.
You did it. You did it.
So Charles actually gave me. So I got to bring home my own token that says Charles Sung let me win. Highlight of the weekend. And actually, I got to play Jake. And Jake and I haven't ever played. We've dodged at every tournament. Typically because I lose in round 2 or 3 because I'm a horrible player. And Jake was probably one of those nice games where you don't even have to tell the guy you want to play a nice, clean, classy game. It's just going to be. And he's so chill and so mellow. Even when the game started going poorly for him, it didn't matter. There was nothing. He just laughed and joked and played Warmachine, and he just played right till he and I got lucky. I was able to remove Lightbringer, and then slams were good, and I got good distances on some of them, and was able to apply Forge Guard to dudes. Surprise, Forge Guard are good. I don't care what Affy says, Forge Guard are good. Affy, if you watch this ever in Australia, or any of your Australian friends do, I won, Forge Guard are good. That's it. There's a long story behind that. Because Abby told me they were garbage. They're not. But I was able to apply Force Guard, which is always nice, and then hold on while he jammed me out of everything. And then I fell asleep and choked in the finals. I choked. I made mistakes. I played a pretty good weekend without a ton of mistakes until then.
It's
like
hard
the JVM game, I think I made 2 really big mistakes. I moved Ostrom, and I gave him the ability to pull Ostrom with a tentacle because I put him in range of the tentacle pulling him. So I ran my Spray Bunny to block path, not realizing that I'd left a driller in the way, and he couldn't pull me in because the driller would have stopped me. Like I was in the zone and running low on time, and I was just trying to play the game, and I made a mistake. And the other one was I could have just moved one of my Forge Guard to contest a flag early and made him kill it to score the flag, and I just gave him a flag for free. So I basically gave him 2 points in that game of a swing, which almost cost me the game. And the Charles game was the same thing. I gave him a shot at Eris. I didn't have to, and he took a shot at Eris, hit and kill her.
Yep.
I gave him my mortar for almost free, so those are the only 2 mistakes I made that whole game. And I forced him to feet first, which I think in the Austrian Master is key. If you feet second, you win.
Yep. Because then you can.
If you feet second, you give yourself a better chance to win.
Yeah, because then he can't deal with the armor core as well.
But I thought I played well in the finals. I made some mistakes late game. I had 2 Bashers in his zone engaging the Tunis of Tharn, and he was able to just trivially kill half a Basher and free up the unit. And I had jammed up for the next turn to charge in, and because I put all the Forge Guard too close, he was able to chain through them all.
Yeah.
So I lost a lot of Forge Guard for no reason. And then you start losing that peace trade, right? Once you start losing these valuable dudes.
I'm surprised he held on to those mini feats so long, but
needed to.
Yeah,
I didn't give him a lot till the time he got to go through all of them.
True. No, it's hard to play in something you haven't really ever played into. And
yeah, I definitely hadn't played. I hadn't played into Circle in. I think you're the only OU in that one game I played against Chad.
Yep.
So like the 3-4 games you and I've played, and we didn't. I don't really. This will be surprising. I don't really like playing CID games.
I don't play. Yeah.
Yeah, like so much stuff changes, and I don't want to follow, and I don't want to post battle reports, and I look at rules, and I know what rules do, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see it at the next event I'm going to, so why do I care?
Yeah.
I was really shocked PP dropped it that close to an event.
Yep.
Like that shocked me. I thought I was safe.
Yep.
And by the time I heard it was dropped, it was like, sweet, I got 7 days or 5 days? 5 days before I flew out.
Yeah.
And I had no way to cram a game in.
Yep.
And then when they take and there's different changes that are tweaked between the SID and when it actually.
I don't think enough that if I'd played a couple SID games, like, honestly, watch me play. How many mistakes do I make the first 2 or 3 times I play a list, right? I make a ton. I don't read. I read 1 or 2 things I want, and then the rest is like, I'll get to that when I play enough games. Like, see me after 10 Ravyn games. I'll play totally different. Yeah. So would most players, right? Yeah. So it takes me 3 or 4 games to learn how to play against another caster. So I misplayed some stuff. I models the wrong spot. I underestimated damage that would be dealt. Stalkers are amazing now, by the way.
Yes.
Stalkers are amazing.
Yes.
And I really like Lord of the Feast. I think he's a great model.
Yeah.
Like, I think his rules are right where I want my 9-point solos to be, or 8 points. So what is he?
He's
37-point solo?
Yeah.
He's free.
He's free most of the time.
Who cares?
He could be 100. He's free, right?
Do you remember the time when the Wells CID was you could bring Lord of the Feast in for free? There was a point. There was a point.
I'd just break your wall.
Yes, he would. Bring Lord of the Feast in now.
So, Jordan, now that the SID changes are live for Circle, what are your thoughts on where they're at now?
It's Christmas again. I think the Circle CID has opened up incredibly large amounts of list building for Circle. There's just so many choices, so many lists I want to try. Not enough time to try said all lists. So I really want in the next little bit here try getting the Storm Raptor on the table. I think that model is really good. I think it does some awesome things. I don't know exactly where it fits yet, but we'll see what happens. So
not only is it pretty, it does good stuff.
It does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I need a Steelhead CID.
You need to steal what?
I need a Steelhead CID.
Yes, you do.
So I can play Magnus 2 again.
So you can play Magnus.
I just don't want to play Awesome anymore.
That's fair.
Like, I'm really tired of Speed 4 Dwarfs that go amazingly fast for 1 turn. And then back to being Speed 4 Dwarfs.
That's fair. That is fair.
I also was doing the math, and I think I got 117 games in with him last year, give or take. So that's probably enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure I need to play something else for a while. Something that involves not running forward and jamming armor.
Yes. Yes. That's kind of what that does, yes.
I think Rhett doesn't jam armor. I could play Helenia.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could. There's an option there.
Jam armor.
Give it 2 months. He'll be on later.
I don't think it'll take 2 months. It'll be 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The demon being so cool.
Yeah, it's a good jack. It's a very good jack. I mean, harpies are also.
It's not available in the jack theme though.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Rat. I don't like their jacks. I'm not a huge fan of them. It's just an aesthetic thing. I love their infantry.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll probably never play Helenia.
Yeah.
I'll never want to run a bunch of jacks.
That's fair.
Though I think with her, like, she's a 5 armor swing on feed against guns.
Yeah.
Like playing her in a Nemo would be fine, right? Like you could grind that feed out.
Yep. Yes.
Play her in almost any gun line and be okay for a turn.
You can
And
run.
then she's got that spell that gives you repo 3.
When they shoot something, yes.
Is it when they shoot?
It's when they shoot something, I believe. But turns out she wants to have kind of a shooty battle group, so I like her. She's good. She's a very good battle box caster. Pretty simple in that way, but anyway.
She's not Kane 1.
Oh, she's not Kane 1.
I miss Kane 1.
You could still play Kane 1.
No, I got my Signars in a box in my spare room, and I put everything back in my spare room.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to get to stuff in my spare room.
Fair.
I don't know if you know this, but I own a lot of shit. Hey Dustin, what's my spare room look like?
Big pigsty.
Hey, it's cluttered. We prefer the term cluttered.
And on that lovely note, thank you for watching this week, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. And we will have the matches for next week posted shortly. And we will see you next time. Thanks, guys.